Top of the morning. Okay, we're going to talk about today getting at a square in the club. First of all, you got to continue to make preparations and planning for your daily routine. Even when you're getting at a bitch, this is part of your daily routine. You get up in the morning, talk to that man in the mirror, practice your spiel on what you're going to say to a female. You got to practice several spills. Excuse me. Now, this is all artillery for your arsenal of conversations to spit at a bitch. If you get in the habit of reading magazines, reading some books, reading the newspaper, or go online and do some reading. I don't care where you read, but you should read. It's going to make you enhance your vocabulary, and by enhancing your vocabulary, words going to start coming to you, and you're going to know what to say to a female when you're getting at her. You want to make the words roll off your tongue like bees going to honey. You want it to flow like the Niagara Falls. You understand what I'm saying? Getting at a broad is all about your delivery. It's all about how you bring it. And when you bring it, you got to look her in her eye, and you got to bring it smooth. Don't come out with no corny shit, especially when you first meeting a female. That's very important. Okay, getting at a square in the club. I hope y'all don't mind if I say getting at a bitch in the club. Okay, getting at a square in the club. Let me pacify you squares. I love y'all though. I love you squares. So I started off as a square. Ain't nothing wrong with being a square. Everybody can't be no doggone pimp. And I want you squares to know I respect y'all for getting this game piece and not trying to be no pimp and just getting in the way of pimping. I respect that about squares. Now, last night, I'm out. I'm sharp. I got my doggone white slacks on. I got my navy blue suedes on. I got my white shirt on. I got my navy blue velvet blazer on. And I got a white haberdash in the pocket. I'm sharp and a motherfucker. I know I'm fixing to catch. So I go to this club in Hollywood. It's on Sunset. No matter where you go, when you walk in the front door, better yet, even when you get out your car in the parking lot, but especially when you walk through the front door, you make your presence known. And how do you make your presence known? Because you got that air about yourself. You walking with confidence. You feeling it. You feeling yourself. But you knew that before you left home. You done looked at yourself from head to toe. You didn't practice your spiel. You know you sharp. You looking at yourself and you got to think in your mind. Whoa, hold up, about to upset some shit. You got to think in your mind. Man, am I bitch ready? Am I ready to catch a bitch's eye? Am I ready for a bitch to turn her head and look at me? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Then you walk in that club with that air about yourself, that confidence about yourself. Because you know somebody looking. And believe that, somebody gonna be watching you. And you walk in like you own this motherfucking club. It's in your eyes. It's in the way you're walking. It's in the way you carrying yourself. You walking in there and you letting these females know, and you letting these niggas know that I'm fixing to have a bitch up in here. And you can believe one thing. When you walk in there and you sharp and you got that air about yourself and you by yourself, First thing pop in the bitch mind, uh-oh, he by himself. I'm going to give him some action. This man is sharp. He looked like he about it. He walked like he about it. Arrogance. You got to be arrogant. You got to be conceited. You got to think that you that motherfucker. And you got to show it when you walk. You got to show it when you carry yourself. You know how sharp motherfucker just be walking like he owned the world. You gonna catch that bitch eye. Then you position yourself in the club. Maybe at the bar or a nice table where you can see everybody and everybody can see you. And the reason for that being is you got to be able to see if the bitch is watching you so you can get your action. So you sitting at the bar, you sipping on whatever you sipping on, but you looking around the club. You ain't facing the bar, you facing the club. You watching everything. You watching these females because you trying to see who watching you. You got to get a bitch's attention. You got to get the attention of the room wherever you walking into. Restaurant, bar, club, birthday party, wherever. Show your strength when you walk through the door. Look around the room, because trust me, trust and believe, when you walk through that door, some bitch saw you. When you walk through that door, a couple of females saw you, and they know that they want to give you action. But they don't know how to give you action. They don't know how to get your attention. Just like you don't know how to get their attention. But I've learned that the only way to get attention, is to stare at the bitch. You know, not just a straight goofy ass stare, you know, where the bitch thinks you some kind of psycho or something. You scanning the room with your eyes. You looking around the room. You catch the bitch looking. You look at her in the eye, turn your head. You scan the room again. But then your eyes come back to the bitch. You catch that bitch looking again, that come your action right there. When you see your action, get up off your seat. Don't sit here like you God's gift to women. In your mind, sure, we thinking we God's gift to women, but you can only think it. Saturate that shit. Don't think you sitting here, nigga. I know you look good. I know you looking pretty. So what you gonna do? You done caught the bitch looking twice. You done caught her looking 3 times. But you sitting at the bar. What you gonna do? Go like this? Tell the bitch to come over? Bitches don't do that. Unless she's an aggressive bitch. Which you would hope she is. But most females ain't like that. There's so many crazy motherfuckers in the world nowadays until a bitch is really scared because she don't know what kind of motherfucker is approaching her. Okay, you catch the bitch looking for the 2nd time or the 3rd time. Don't try to motion the bitch over where you at. That's going to give you an X. Get up off your ass and walk over to her. Excuse me. How you doing? The bitch give you the brush off or act all funny? You say, hey, I was just saying hello. It's nice to say hello. The bitch still don't give you no action, then walk off. Fuck the bitch. But 9 times out of 10, if you done caught that bitch looking at you 2 or 3 times, she waiting for you to come over. She waiting to hear what you got to say. So the first thing you gonna say is, how you doing? My name's Shantae. Can I buy you a drink? If that bitch lets you buy her a drink, you got action. Now it's all about your conversation. You done bought the bitch a drink. Here the drinks come. But before the drinks come, you start your conversation. You live in Cali? Or you just out here visiting? What you do for a living? married, divorced, single. See, hold up. I know you probably wondering why you asking me all these questions. So I'm just gonna be honest and straightforward with you. I walked across this room to holler at you because you look so interesting to me. You look like you real, a not real nice, beautiful soul. And the reason I'm having this conversation with you is because I'm trying to see if you are that lady that I've been waiting to meet. I'm not trying to be fresh. I'm just trying to be friendly. I would like to get to know you. I would like to get to know if we got something in common. Because if we got something in common, we might could make something out of this. What you think? What do you like? What do you like to do? Been out the country yet? Where have you been? All this, you filling her out, and she filling you out. But as you asking these questions, you giving her a chance to respond. I just done gave you a few questions to shoot at the bitch. But when you add a bitch, you make a few statements, and you got to be a good listener. See, bitches like a good listener. Let the bitch talk, but give her a topic to talk on. Because once a bitch open up her mouth, she gonna spill her brains out, and then you gonna know where to carry the conversation from there. But you got to have like a smooth cut in. And when you coming with your cut in, if you don't get no action, don't waste your time. Man, the worst thing in the world to do is to be trying to get at a bitch, trying to talk to her, and she ignoring you. You know you wasting your time. Man, fuck that bitch, man. Walk on, man, to the next bitch. Because when you're trying to have a female, you got to remember that accepting rejection is the easiest thing in the world to do, especially when you had a female. You got to be ready to get said no to. Man, tell you, I'm in the club last night. I walk in, get my action, walk over to baby. I told you what I said to her. Okay. Her phone go off. I said, it went off, rung about 3-4 times, hung up. She looked at it, hung up. I continue to, I keep calling it. So then I say, is that your man? Or somebody who trying to be your man? She say whatever. I said, you want me to take a walk so you can take that call? I'm just trying to get to know you. I'm not trying to interrupt nothing you got going. If you got something going, please let me know, and I'll step away. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna waste my time. I just want you to know that I'm interested in you. I'd like to see you again from once we leave here, if that's possible. If it's not, I just appreciate you being honest and letting me know. So you know one thing about females, some of you ladies have a real problem with being honest. You meet a guy, you give him your phone number, then by the time you get home, in your mind you said, oh gosh, why did I give him my number? You know how you females think. I hope he don't call. So then you call, bitch don't answer. Excuse me, miss. Whatever the bitch name is. All I want you to do is just be honest. If we ain't gonna do nothing, if we not gonna get to know each other and see if we got something in common, just let me know. I'll just move on. I ain't trying to press you. You got a relationship going, a relationship that you're working on, shoot, let me know. That's how people avoid getting their feelings hurt. Because they start off being honest in the beginning. I'm trying to get to know you, so I'm starting off honest. You can ask me any kind of question, and I'm going to be honest with you. And if you don't like my response, then all you got to do is say, Hey, what's your name? Tay? They tell you you know, I'm not interested. If more women did that, it would be the world would be a whole better place. Worst thing in the world to do is just, make a nigga think you like him and you don't. Oh, I wish he would just go away. Well, tell me to go away. Tell me I ain't getting no action. Tell me ain't nothing happening. Lie. Tell me you got a man so I walk away. But don't string me along in the conversation. I'm telling you, man. You say that to these bras, man, you're going to get that second date. And once you get that second date, you're going to have that bitch, man. It's all about timing. Life is all about timing. Being in the right place at the right time and being prepared for whatever gift that you're about to receive or whatever blessing that you're about to receive. Whatever you're about to receive. If you've been planned and prepared yourself for the life you live every day, timing is going to put you in position to have that next female. And working in the club is really not a bad thing. Even if a female is out with her friends, you still gonna get that one-on-one, that eye attention. That's why you gotta be looking around. You came to this club to catch a female. You didn't come to this club to get drunk. You came to the club to get at a bitch. So you in there, get at a bitch. You might get told no, or I got a man, or I'm not interested. You might get told that shit 7, 8 times, maybe 10 times in the club in the period of a night. Who gives a fuck? When you at a bitch, get used to getting told no to. Cause you ain't never rejected. They just said telling you no. Man, when I'm at a bitch, I want her to hurry up and tell me no. If I ain't got no action, then I'm just gonna move on to the next bitch. But she ain't got to tell me, because I'm gonna be able to see and tell if I'm getting action from this female. I'm gonna be able to tell if I'm wasting my time talking to her, because I'm right here. She right here in front of me. I'm looking her in the eye. We having a conversation. I'm getting to know this bitch. I'm so down on having a bitch until if she give me 10 minutes, I know damn near everything about her, because I'm going to ask them questions. You know how you catch a broad in the club? Once you get your action, just keep it real and be yourself. Ask that bitch questions that you know that the average female going to ask you. But me, being a pimping nigga, see, I come at a broad a little bit different, even a square. Because when I'm in the club and I know that in them first 5 minutes, if I get 5 minutes, if I get 5 minutes, I'm going to get 10. If I get 10 minutes, I'm going to get 20. If I get 20 minutes, I'm going to get that second date. If I get that second date, I'm fixing to have that broad, man. Through conversation. You got to believe in yourself. I believe that I can have any bitch that walk this earth if she give me 5 minutes of her time. Because like I just said, if she give me 5 minutes, then she gonna give me 10. Because she gonna like my conversation. If she give me 10, she gonna give me 20. That bitch give me 20 minutes of conversation. Ain't no way in the world that we not gonna have that second date. Because that first date, if this bitch give me this first conversation, I'm gonna mesmerize her with my conversation. I'm gonna make her interested in what I'm saying. I'm gonna make her be like, in her mind thinking, damn, this nigga real right here. He trying to really know about me. I might have me a new man. Let me keep on talking to this man. And you keep bringing it. Get the broad to open up her mouth and talk through the questions that you ask her. Don't get too personal. But you gonna ask the bitch the same questions that females always ask a man. What do you do for a living? Got any kids? You single? Ever been married? Basic shit. It's not hard. You just got to have a heart to walk up to a bitch and open your mouth. You got to have a heart to not give a fuck if the bitch say yay or nay. Because if you talk to enough bitches in the period of a night in the club, you gonna wind up with one. You gonna find up with a real one. You gonna wind up with a real one. But you got to open up your mouth. You got to talk to the bitch. You got to approach her. I had a pimp partner of mine that he wasn't no bad looking nigga, but he thought he was God's gift to women. That's why I caught better than him, because he always went for the fine bitch. It ain't always about the fine bitch. Sometimes it's about the broad that ain't as fine as her partner that she with. And she know in her mind that every time they go out, by her partner being cute and gorgeous and her just being okay, she already know that her partner be getting all the action. So, don't you think it makes sense to get at the one that ain't as fine as a gorgeous one? She might feel just a little insecure about her look or her size. She ain't fat, she just thick and fine. But her friend, one of them scoot skinny little cute bitches with long hair. So wherever they go, the little bitch get to action. So when you get at her, she gonna be surprised. She gonna be wondering, damn, this cute motherfucker, this sharp swab nigga getting at me? You might get to have that bitch. So remember, when you in the club and you at these bitches, don't always go for the fine bitch. I ain't saying pick no ugly bitch, because don't nobody want none ugly. But I'm saying if a bitch is just okay, man, that bitch might have 2-3 jobs. That bitch probably might have her own car and have her own condo that she buying. Don't let it always be about that cute fine bitch. Sometimes you gotta brush them motherfuckers off and go in on the bitch that ain't as fine, that's really giving you way more action than that cute bitch. You got to always keep your eyes moving when you're in the club at a bitch. And I'm telling you, you get your eyes scanning the club. I'm gonna repeat it. You catch a bitch giving you action, you look at her and look away. You scan the room a little more, then you come back to her. Catch that bitch looking again, try it one more time. And the third time, you catch her looking, and you just stare at the bitch and smile. Then you get up off your seat and walk over there to her and get at her. Excuse me. I'm not being fresh, I'm just being friendly. My name is Shantae. What's your name? If the bitch give you your name, that's your first action. Can I buy you a drink? Or do you drink? Do you drink? Can I buy you a drink? That's how you do it. First ask her, does she drink? Then ask her, can I buy you a drink? While you waiting on the drink, then you go in with the questions. What you do for a living? You a model or something? You an entertainer? You're an entertainer? What do you do? Didn't I see you on a commercial? Just mix it up. Just mix it up, man. And by the time you get to that little third statement, that bitch gonna start talking. Then you just sit back and let her talk about her. Start asking her questions about her. What do you like? What you like to do for entertainment? I like walking on the beach and in the sand, right down by the water. I like to feel that cold sand between my toes. I like making a picnic basket and going to the park. I like getting sharp and going out having dinner. with the tablecloths and the candlelight. I like riding horses. I like having fun. I like enjoying myself. These are the different things that you make conversation with when you're talking to this female. So you see what I'm saying? As you telling her about you, you tell her something about you, then you come back with a question about her. You see what I'm saying? Tell her something about you, ask her a question about her. Then she gonna start talking. Now you getting ready to have that second drink. By the time you get past that second drink, man, your conversation gonna get way more easier. Try to slide that third drink in on that bitch, man. Man, you get that third drink in on that bitch, then you really in. But you got to keep the conversation going. Be a good listener when you getting at a bitch, but give a female, some food for thought through your conversation. Tell her about you and ask her about herself. Tell her about you and ask a question. By the time that second drink get there, she's starting to settle down. She's starting to feel relaxed with you because of your conversation. Don't start it with your words. Don't look away. Look the bitch right in her eye and continue to smile. Compliment the bitch on her lips. Compliment the bitch on her smile. Compliment her on her earrings. Compliment her on her hair. Compliment her on her outfit. Compliment her on her shoes. Not all at once, but as you're going through the conversation. Y'all been having a conversation about 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden you look down and you're like, oh no, never mind. And she gonna say what? Then you say, you got some nice legs. You work out. You a gym rat? Making conversation, man. Keeping the conversation going, where you try not to have no free air time at all. Keep the conversation popping. That's why I say you can find all kind of things to talk about. Your purpose is to keep talking and have a conversation with this female so she can let that wall down, so she can ease herself into you. And she can ease herself into you with your conversation. Just keep making conversation. Just keep talking. You're going to notice the bitch smiling. You're going to notice her loosening up because you're watching her. You listening to her. You are carrying the conversation, but you making her talk by asking her different questions about her. Because that's what females do to us as men. So getting at a bitch, we just gonna reverse the questions and ask them before they ask us. It's like kind of catching them off guard. They already uneasy. They already don't know what to say. That's when you're gonna come with your conversation about the different things that I spoke to you about, and you're gonna pull the conversation out of her. Now think about it. Ain't that like common sense? But you got to be a man. You can't be afraid to talk to no bitch. You can't be no wallflower motherfucker just holding up the wall thinking that a bitch gonna just walk up and grab you and hug you. Hi, I'm Margie. I've been watching you from across the room. Nigga, that's what you're supposed to say. Have a conversation for a bitch, especially in the club, because they probably heard all them corny ass lines. But you ain't coming with no lines. You come with conversation, questions, telling her about you. But like I say, when it comes with, my conversation be a little different with pimping, because when the bitch asks me, what do I do for a living? I tell them real quick, I make a lot of money and have a lot of fun. I'm probably that guy that your mama warned you about. You probably don't even want to really continue talking to me. Then bitch gonna say, well, what do you do? I just told you, baby, I make a lot of money and have a lot of fun. Then how do you do that? Okay, you pulled it out of me. I'm a pimp. So I know I'm fixing to get up from the table. and walk away, because I know that now you know I'm a pimp. I know you don't even want to talk to me, because the first thing in your mind is that I ain't doing no hoeing. I said, and my response would be, I ain't asking you to do no hoeing. I'm just telling you what I do. I make a lot of money and have a lot of fun and build empires. That's what I do for a living. Now that's how I get at a bitch. I don't hide that I'm a pimp. I want the bitch to know up front. So bitch, when you gonna keep on talking to me, you must like what you see. You must like my conversation, because you know that a bitch do. Because you're a fucking pimp. And before you're a pimp, you're a man. Even if you ain't no pimp, even if you ain't no square, you're a man first. And you sharp. You came out looking like I came to catch a bitch. And a bitch looking at you like that. Oh, this man's sharp. And he by himself. I know he coming to catch somebody. Maybe tonight gonna be my night. This what a bitch thinking. So she know, in order for her to get to you, to get to her, bitch got to look at you. She already looking at you. She done started from your feet, and she done looked at you all the way up. When a bitch get at a man, when they first see him, they start at the shoes first, because they know that if a nigga got some cheap ass shoes on, that he ain't worth shit. Next, they looking at your hands. Nigga got dirt all under his motherfucking females, even though he's sharp. Bitch know, oh, this nigga hygiene ain't cool. He don't take care of himself. So your shoes in order, your nails in order, your hair in order. You looking like a motherfucking $1 million to this bitch, and she wants some of you. But if you don't catch her watching you by you watching her, y'all ain't gonna never come together. She want to meet a man like you want to meet a bitch. All it takes is for y'all eyes to meet twice, maybe 3 times. Then you know you got your action. You know it. See that old thing about sending bras drinks? That still works at times. But sometimes, man, me personally, man, I just get up out of my chair, man. I don't care if it's 3 bitches at a table. I'm going to walk over to the table and I'm going to say, I'm buying drinks for the most 3 gorgeous ladies in the house. And I've been looking around, and that's y'all 3. Or that's y'all 2, however many. What you drinking? What you drinking? That's a good cut in. See, a man got to always be a man. 3 bitches at the table. One of them, or 2 of them, you done caught watching you. Come on, pimpin', you know when somebody's looking at you. Every person in the world knows, or you can feel when somebody's watching you. That's if you pass 20. You can feel it. All you gotta do is just look quick. Turn your head quick and look at him. Catch the bitch, look and look back. Look back at the bitch again. You gonna catch that bitch looking. You got to walk over to the table. You want your action? You want a bitch? Walk over to the table. Walk over where she's standing. And get at her. Excuse me. Do you drink? My name is Shante. Can I buy you a drink? You here by yourself, or are you waiting for somebody? Just cut into her. And then start from there. But when you come with your cut in, be looking that bitch in the face. Be having that smile on your face. Be charming on that bitch. And don't call her baby. Not right away. See, a lot of these bitches be tripping. And me, I have a bad habit of myself. Because I'm always talking, I'll be like, yeah, baby, But then I catch myself. Some bitches don't like to be called baby. You got to use their name. Me, I kind of, when I cut into them and they say, what's your name? Bitch say her name is Sherry. Then I put my hand out and I grab her hand. If she pull back, I'll be like, oh, excuse me. Then I walk away. But I grab her hand with both hands. Nice to meet you, Miss Sherry. And every time I'm talking to her, she miss whatever. Her name Betty. Nice to meet you, Miss Betty. Hey, Miss Betty. Until she tell me to stop. Just something else, making conversation to see if a bitch is noticing what you say to her. The average bitch gonna say, why you keep calling me miss? Then you say, well, that's just how I talk when I'm talking to a lady. But I can call you your name. I'll do that. Thanks for correcting me. I like a lady that speaks up. See, you're feeding off what baby say. Feed off what she say and take it and run with the conversation. You can move a lot of females like that. You got to apply yourself when you're hungry for a bitch. You got to get at her without her knowing that you're hungry for her. If you get my drift. Don't be afraid. You're going to have to start the conversation off. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to ask this broad some questions. Don't be afraid to dig into her soul and start asking her questions about her. How else you going to get to know her? How else you going to let her know that you're interested in her? Take all these little pieces of this puzzle and apply it when you walking in the club getting at a bitch. When you walk through them doors, I'm going to say it again, have so much confidence in yourself that when you walk through that door, you don't see nobody. Because you concentrating on you and making your entrance into this motherfucking club where everybody gonna see you, where everybody gonna notice your interest, because you're gonna be walking with authority. You're gonna be walking like you own the motherfucking world, and you letting every bitch in that club know, bitch, I'm at you. Yeah, I'm coming for you. Whichever one you motherfuckers give me action. This what you thinking, and that's how you feeling in your mind. And you gonna take that and run with it. Be a good listener when you getting at a bitch in the club. But you got to start the initial conversation. Don't ask about no motherfucking sign. Don't, what sign are you? Don't come with that square shit. Because a lot, let the bitch ask you that, which she probably will. But don't you come with that square shit. I don't care if you are square. Always be flamboyant. Always be charismatic. Always be fly on a bitch. And keep the conversation. Practice the conversation. Work on your conversation. Have so much conversation for a bitch that her, you know her motherfucking ears burning at the tip. It's all on you, man. It's all on you. Be a man. Step up to a bitch. Open your mouth. All right. I want you to remember, stay hungry, and you the prize.